Welcome, Amakosi Network. Welcome to the channel. Today, I show you some clips here and there of Kaizer Chiefs and how we messed up in defense and the biggest problems we have to highlight in our defending and everything, guys. Like when I went through this review that I'm going through now, there's a lot of things that I saw that I was like, Nabi has to take blame for some of these things, especially the goals we conceded. The goals we did not score, it's not Nabi's fault. That's the players. Not converting is the players' fault. But the conceding part, Nabi also must see that one thing was happening. Royal AM was doing one thing the whole of the first half, and Nabi failed to stop it. But before we get into that, please like, comment, and subscribe. Subscribe. The reason why I'm saying this is that Nabi could have prevented this because it was already exposed in the first half, but Royal AM did not convert anything in the first half. But they will do how they scored the goals in the second half. They were already doing those moves in the first half. But anyway, let's actually jump into the clips. Today I'm adding some clips to be more visual, but yeah, let's get into it. The first clip I have for us here is Umtetwa. Yeah, Umtetwa passes Serino, and this one, a part of me thought Serino actually had a chance to get it. I just think Serino may be injured. Serino may have problems with his I don't think Serino is that fit, because in that chance, if he kind of slides in a way where it doesn't disturb the keeper, I think he gets to the ball before the keeper, but he won't kick the keeper. He will in essence get the ball before the keeper. I think that was that's what could have happened there. But you guys tell me what you think about that. Maybe I'm reading too much into that chance. The next one we will see is Matt's through pass. Matt's through pass to Dupree is very, very good. It's a very important goal. But there's a second clip that I took from that exact same goal, right? That goal that we scored, I want to highlight something that is very consistent in the second clip. And in the second clip, the thing I want to highlight is I want you guys to watch Cross's positioning. The moment Matt is about to get the ball, as you can see, Matt is going, Matt passes the ball. As Matt is passing the ball, look at what Cross is doing. Cross is already running to support the play. But the thing is that you can see the Royal AM attackers are not really following that attack. But Matt is already out of position. Cross is already out of position. But luckily, Dupree scored. The next chance we're going to be chatting about is something I've been highlighting for a long time, is that Umdu Shabalala seems like he can only play with Serino. I don't know why it's like this, but yeah, Umdu Shabalala, I don't know. But Umdu, he lacks, in this moment when Umdu takes the shot, he lacks the emotion, the game intelligence that I think Relebohile and Dabon Kota have already in the game. But it's funny because Umdu has been playing a lot longer than these guys. But for example, Umdu went and took a shot to his left. But I know for a fact that if Relebohile and Kota got the ball, they were not going to take that shot because they know that they're going to be uncomfortable. I think they were going to try bring the ball back and maybe find Dupree or try shoot with the right foot. That's what happened there. But yeah, I think that's the one thing I wanted to highlight there. But the second thing I wanted to highlight in that exact same chance, please look at where Cross is. Cross is already the closest man to the pole. Cross is in front of Mdu Shabalala. So ask yourself a question. If you look at this part here, I've even paused it. Look behind that, in that space that Cross is just left. There's a very big gap. And no one is covering that gap. And that is where Chiefs is conceding its goals. They have a structure issue. But let's continue. And yeah, I don't know what to say about these things. The Solomon's goal chance that he created was very good. I liked it. It was a very good chance for me. As we can see in the Solomon's chance that he created and Duba scored, we have a lot of players in the box. But guess who else is in the box, guys? Bradley Cross. Awati. So right now we have Solomon's in the box, we have Matt in the box, and we have Cross in the box. Yeah? You know, I love numbers in the box, but it must not expose you. when the time comes. And that's something that I'm keep picking up. Guti, these guys are always out of position. The next chance we're going to go to is the chance where Uduba gets a one-on-one. You know, one thing about Uduba is that Duba, I feel he still lacks confidence, because in this chance where Duba is coming to score in the one-on-one, the one thing I picked up is that Mondli came out so far from his pole, so far. I would not even dribble this guy. I wouldn't waste my time trying to dribble this Mondli. I would have just chipped him. This guy is so far outside of his pole, guys. Like, this guy is so far. So our finishing has a lot to be desired. The next chance I'm showing you is where Royal AM is attacking us. And guess where they are attacking us? In Bradley Cross's space. The space that Bradley Cross keeps leaving open is the space that teams are attacking. I'm not saying this because I'm attacking Cross. You will see in the second half, Blom was having a similar problem, but Blom's problem was more with regards to fitness than him just being out of position. His fitness was making him struggle to get into his right position. But Cross is fit, but he's always outside of position. But you can see in this chance, they cross, it's 3 against 2 there at the moment, and yeah, we miss. The next chance that I am highlighting here is the one of Usirino. We passed Usirino there in the, I think Utumtusha passed Sirino. In this moment, because of how smart Sirino is, I just expected him to kick to the ball. Mondli actually made our chances very easy as for our attackers, but our attackers were just, I don't know why they won't think, because here Sirino had no business passing Dupree. He just had to curl the ball into the empty net. So sometimes, and Mondli is not even diving with his hand, he's diving with his feet. So anyway, the next chance is a through ball in the 27th minute by Royal AM. And check what's happening in this moment. In this moment, as you can see, they passing the ball in the space Bradley Cross should be in. So why is it that Bradley Cross is always out of position? It is killing us, Baba. It is killing us. I don't know how much I can say it. Maybe people will start thinking that I just have an agenda against Bradley Cross. But I don't. I just think his positioning is just too bad. The next chance is where Sirino gets the ball and he's about to attack the chance with Bradley Cross. Obvious. Cross is there, but Cross is a winger. All I can say, Cross is our winger. But you can see Sirino cuts in. Cross is already gone. Yeah, anyway. And this chance is basically connected to the one where Matt was meant to score his tap-in, which Matt did miss his chip, unfortunately for him. But the one thing I wanted to highlight in the Matt chip is that Chiefs does one thing. They fail to either be critical during the dying minutes or focus during the dying minutes. Because you can see Matt's chance was in the 44th minute. And then here's another chance. Royal AM is attacking us in the 46th minute. And yeah, so Peterson fumbles the ball. It's like that. So that was that chance in the first half. Let's jump on to the second half and not waste any more time. The second half, we saw that clip. Simango misses that header. And then Dudley, I don't know what made Dudley go to the left. Like, Dudley had no business committing. Dudley just had to wait to see what this guy was gonna do. But Dudley decided that he's gonna be out of position, and this guy hits us with a rocket. Peterson, anyway. The next chance is basically me highlighting that this is the moment where the guy started attacking Ublom. And yeah, in this moment, there's not too much I can say about this next attack. But the one thing I wanted to say is our players tend to not follow late runners. And I think that's how Sundowns killed us in the MTN and the Carling Cup. Our players just ball watch sometimes, which is not a very good thing to have. But anyway, the next chance is where Sirino passed Dupree. Dupree's biggest problem is he does things right and then he does things very wrong. So in like that one, he just had to don't hit the near post, far post, but make life easy. Do the right thing. Just do the right thing. This one is the next one, 60th minute is when Royal AM is attacking us. And then here's where you could see that Blom is starting to take attack because Mahlasela nearly scored. The next chance is where Ranga Chivavero, Fundo passes Ranga Chivavero. Ranga Chivavero, an experienced campaigner, decides to square the ball and he squares it straight to the keeper. But Ranga Chivavero is alone. He literally could have just trapped it, waited, come back and made a plan. But anyway, here is where Modi loses the ball and Royal AM attacks us on whose side? Cross's side. Where's Cross? Very far. Very far. And yeah, the next one is where Modi basically rounds the keeper. And yeah, Modi, my daughter. Modi sometimes. Modi rounds the keeper out of 3. It was basically 3 players against 2 Royal AM defenders. The defender at the near post, I can't even count him because he's already eliminated in essence. He's already eliminated. But you know what? Umodi decides to do his things and pass a defender. Anyway, the next one is the Blom foul. This one, I agree with Victor Hlongwane. This one was meant to be a red card. We are lucky that it wasn't a red card. But yeah, the next one is basically the last goal. The nail in the coffin. Dudley misses a header. Msimango has to get the ball. They kick the ball around him and the rest is history. Royal AM scores the last goal. It's finished and clear and we are crying. But anyway, that's all I have for today. But I wanted just to highlight a few things. My biggest takeaway from this game is number 1. We have to find a way to convert our chances because the chances we got against Royal AM were very easy. We have to find a way to convert our chances. But my biggest problem is this. Yes, a lot of you are saying, yeah, we could have won 6 and 7-0, what. I agree with you guys. But guys, we scored 2 goals. We scored 2 goals and failed to protect 2 goals. That for me is more worrying than this thing of us not if we were struggling, if it was 0-0 and we weren't converting, yes. But guys, we had 2 goals. We had 2 goals and we failed to protect those 2 goals. And I'm not giving anyone something to say they shouldn't score. No, our strikers should score, Matt should score. Everyone should have scored the chances that they had. If they scored, we win 6-2. No one talks. We go home 6 grand. But games are filled with small margins. Those goals we conceded were never meant to go in the back of the net. And that for me is more worrying. Nabi has failed to keep a clean sheet. Another thing we need to talk about is that our keepers are still making the same mistakes. We have got a new goalkeeper coach. We like him. He has a big smile. He's very good. But I saw Opta Jabu had a stat today that said, this is the first time in Chiefs' history where they failed to keep a clean sheet, I think in the first 7 games. And that honestly also we have to start questioning the keeper because our goalkeeper coach, because we keep having the same fumbles as last season. Our team is much better in a lot of areas, but defensively, our defense is not the worst. Yesterday, they made those mistakes. We agree. But our defense is not the worst. But the goalkeeping department, the goalkeeping department is going to be a very big problem. I'm a for life.